Hello students of 7th standard. From today we are going to start the remaining chapter. The remaining chapter is nothing but chapter number 10, disaster management. Disaster means what? The disaster is nothing but it is one of the calamity that happens due to the, you can say, natural things, or you can say man-made things. Is it possible to prevent the loss of a life caused by the lightning? No, it is not possible, because what happens, see that whenever the lightning falls on the tree it actually gets burned, or if it falls on a, you can say, human beings, then human beings also lose their life. What should be done to prevent the burns on a farm from getting washed away in the rainy season? So what you have to do, you have to prepare a proper bunds so that it can be stored the water. It cannot get washed. We have studied two types of disasters. We have studied the two types of disasters. They are nothing but man-made disasters and natural disasters. Into which categories do the disasters shown in the news items above fall? See, there are various, you can say, disasters given there. So what happens, see, there is a, you can say, lightning is there, then again there is a storm is there, then again you can say various types of the, you can say, Mahad bridge collapse is there, various types of the, you can say, here calamities are there. So these are the calamities. These are sometimes happening naturally, or sometimes they are happening due to the man-made things. Then see, we prevent certain disaster while it is necessary to take precautions in case of the other disaster. By our means, we can prevent some disasters, but there are some disasters that we cannot prevent from them. That is nothing but earthquake. We can take the major steps to get less effect of it, but actually we cannot stop the earthquake, or you can say the hailstorm, the lightning, then again the, you can say, thunderstorm, or various types of natural things which we cannot stop. But there are, you can say, some preventive measures we can take from them, that are that we can do in our daily life. Natural and man-made disasters are related to each other. Whenever you see the natural and man-made disaster, these are related to each other. Natural disaster such as famine, lightning strikes, cloudbursts, storms occur due to the, you can say, changes in the weather. If there is some changes in the weather, it may give rise to the, you can say, famine. If there is more raining, then there may be floods. If there is less raining, there may be famine. Lightning is there. Lightning strike you see in the rainy season, or sometimes you can see it into the summer seasons also. Cloudburst, there is a, you can say, which is called as a dhag futi. So that is nothing but also one of the, you can say, natural disasters. Storms are there. Various storms are there. These all are occurring due to the, you can say, whenever there are changes in the weather. These changes in the weather give rise to such types of a natural disaster. There is a possibility of loss of life and damage to the property in such, you can say, natural calamities. In natural calamities, what happens actually? There will be loss of a life, and also the property will be damaged. It is held responsible. What is, who is held to be responsible for that? See, nature itself sometimes is held responsible for that, or sometimes the man also is, you can say, responsible for that. What can you do to deal with these losses? So what can you do? You can take some preventive measures. That means if you want to get rid of, you can say, earthquake, what you will do? You will prevent yourself whenever the earthquake is happening, or what you will do, whenever you can prevent yourself from whenever the earthquake is happening, you can take the preventive measures, and also you can get rid of that. There will be rehabilitation of the, you can say, the persons who are affected with the, you can say, earthquake. So such types of the things can happen. Take the next one, famine or famine. The condition that arises due to the long term or severe scarcity of food grains and water is called famine. So famine is nothing but a condition where there is a more scarcity of the food grains and also there is a more scarcity of the water. The famines can be sometimes mild, can be sometimes severe. Most times they are very severe. Although the main cause of the famine is natural phenomena, yet famine condition is created by some human activities besides some natural events. Whenever you see this famine is created, it is no doubt it is a natural calamity, but sometimes it is created due to the, you can say, peoples also. What would happen if no food were grown during one whole year? The people may go under starvation. See what happens if there are no food grains, then people cannot eat the food. Most of the people, they will undergo starvation, they may die. Then see cause of a famine. Drought, heavy rains and flood, crops getting washed away or damaged in the flood. Environmental changes such as temperature change, storms, cold waves or fog. Damage of crops by animals like mice and rats. Attack of a pest, locust or a disease of a crop. A natural calamity like earthquake are some of the causes of the famine. So what are the causes of the famine? See, causes of the famines may be due to the drought, or you can say maybe due to the heavy rains, and you can say flood. Sometimes the food grains, or you can say the crops, get washed away or get damaged into the flood. There are also environmental changes that are nothing but temperature is there, temperature change is there, storm, cold waves are there, fog is there, damage of crops are there. Then again damage of the crops is done due to the, you can say, mice or you can say rats. Again pests are there, locusts are there, or some diseases, or you can say diseases of the crops are there. These there may be, you can say, natural calamity like earthquake also. All these may cause famine. Of this, drought is the main cause. Man-made causes of the famine include war. See, what is there? The man-made causes which causes the famine, that are nothing but war. Due to the war, there may be destruction or damage of each and every land. Therefore there will be the crop scarcity, or many of the peoples die. That will be also, you can say, loss for the country. Internal unrest. So what will happen? Whatever the internal things are there, they all will get disturbed. Absence of transport routes. So what will happen? The transport routes will be also destroyed into the war. Uncontrolled population growth will be also cause the, you can say, famine. So there are records of a loss of a life caused by severe famines. So see, whenever we see into the past, we see that there are many loss of life, or there are records of the loss of life which are caused due to the famines in the various parts of the, you can say, world. Asia has turned out the, you can say, most famine affected continent of the world. In the world, Asia is the continent who has suffered more due to the famine. A majority of the famines occurred in drought prone and flood affected regions. This famine occurs where there is a, you can say, drought region, where there is a drought region or mostly flood affected area. Among these dreadful famines that have occurred in the world are the famines that have affected in India and China. Most of the dreadful, you can say, famines are occurred into the Asia and China. These are most affected, you can say, continents due to the famines. Are we responsible for famines? See, what is there? Water storage is increasing as balance between rainfall and population is disturbed. Water shortage. Nowadays we see that water is available in an, you can say, very less amount. So why this is? The water shortage problem is increasing day by day because there is a, you can say, less percentage of rainfall, and also the population has been increased, which disturbs the total, you can say, daily life. Though there has been a high rise in the production of food grains as a result of a green revolution, the balance of our environment has been lost due to the use of a chemical fertilizers, pesticides and weedicides. So what has happened? See, by green revolution we have increased the amount of the food grains, but what has happened? See, as there is a more increase in the population, so what has happened? The food grains are not enough for the people to eat, or there is again, you can say, the disturbance is caused into the environment because we people, we are using high chemical fertilizers, or you can say pesticides or weedicides to the crops, that has lowered the quality of the, you can say, crops, and also the percentage of the food grain has been also lowered. Third point, see there, unlimited lifting of the water. Whenever you see, there is a, you can say, liftment of the, you can say, water there. So it is unlimiting lifting of the water. There is also erosion of a land. Misuse of water is also done. Then see next one, in the past. Famine are not even not a new phenomenon. So famine is not new for us. So it is old. The problems of drinking water, or you can say food or fodder, or for animal date back to historic time. We have seen in the historic time also there was, you can say, scarcity of the drinking water. Then again there was a scarcity of the food. Then also fodder, the, you can say, the food which is given to the animals. There was also scarcity of this in the historic times. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj implemented many schemes to overcome the famines of their time. See, Shivaji Maharaj or Shahu Maharaj also tried to overcome the famine, you can say, time. Their water supply and water storage schemes are ideal even in today's circumstances. Whenever you see how they have stored the water, that is one of the, you can say, thing that we should notice in their period. You too can make schemes like this to face future crises and disasters, which will be used not only in own life in the future but also to the society of a large. You can also make the programs or the schemes which were, you can say, done by this Maharaj in our life also, so that we can overcome the crisis of the water in our life also, and also in the life of the other peoples. Then see, Malik Ambar implemented a canal scheme for drinking water in Aurangabad. Whenever you see, there was one person whose name is Malik Ambar. He has implemented a canal scheme which is for drinking water, and it is done in the Aurangabad. It exists even today. Collect more information about that. Even though if you see today, you can see this scheme. So what can we do to ease the severity of the famine? Planned usage of water and reuse of water. So what you have to do? You have to make some plans for using the water, and also the wastewater you have to, what you have to do? You have to reuse it for other purposes. Proper planning of the water conservation you have to do, and harvesting at the local level. This also you have to do. Large scale plantation of trees and prevention of the deforestation. Nowadays if you see, most of the people, they are cutting the trees. This should not happen. The deforestation should not be done. So large scale, on large scale what you have to do, you have to plant the trees. Making appropriate changes in the plants, or you can say weather forecast, that all things you have to do in your life.